The first is that On3 named its true freshman of the year, and DJ Pickett was their pick. And I was a little bit surprised at that. I figured there'd be some, 1,000-yard receiver or quarterback that turned heads or something. Pickett had a great year, but I just didn't think he would win a national award for it, and he did. And it's indicative of what was always going to happen when Corey Raymond came back to LSU from Gainesville, that you're going to immediately elevate the level at which you recruit and the level at which you develop simultaneously. And what you've seen is you've got DJ Pickett winning this award for True Freshman of the Year, and you've got Mansour Delane going to the Thorpe Award ceremony coming up on Saturday. Like, it took 2 years for Corey Raymond to produce that. And that was always going to happen. It just always was. And so you've got DJ Pickett here. You think Corey Raymond's going to be here. Blake Baker talked this morning on the morning show about, they're still working through some things with the staff to keep the continuity there, but the expectation was there to be a lot of continuity on LSU's defensive staff, and certainly Corey Raymond would fit that bill. And you've got that type of talent coming in and that type of production on the field. And because of that, we got the second piece of news that Ashton Stamps is going into the transfer portal. Now, we knew this was coming. Stamps talked to the LSU staff. He played his 4 games this year. He wanted to preserve that year of eligibility so he didn't play the rest of the way. And that's not uncommon. You saw a lot of the same things from Caleb Jackson this year. 2 guys, same class. Same class. 3 years at LSU that played in their 4 games, and then they were going to sit, and Stamps is in the transfer portal. And we'll see what Caleb Jackson decides to do, but I wouldn't be stunned if he went in the transfer portal. But Ashton Stamps is. And you look at Stamps' career arc in Baton Rouge. He comes to LSU as a true freshman, 2023. And Corey Raymond's gone. He's not here. And that was the worst defense in LSU history. And they needed Ashton Stamps, a true freshman, a 3-star recruit, to come in and play and start the final 4 games of the season as a true freshman. That's where you were in terms of your defensive back depth and talent. You had to have a 3-star true freshman come in and start. And as a sophomore in 2024, he started all 13 games for LSU. That was Corey's first year back. And he had a decent season, ranked third in the SEC in passes defended, had 14 of those, made 51 tackles, had a couple of hurries. In the season opener against Cal, he had 3 pass breakups. Southern Cal, he had 3 pass breakups. And then you bring in DJ Pickett, and you bring in PJ Woodland, and you go get Mansour Delane, and then you go back to safety, and you got AJ Halsey, and you got Tamarcus Cooley. And Stamps just kind of found his way tumbling on the depth chart a little bit. And that, to me, is not an indication that Ashton Stamps didn't put in the work or Ashton Stamps was lazy. Not at all. Ashton Stamps was a great worker. But the talent level just really raised when Corey Raymond got to LSU. And you saw an LSU team that was very, very good in pass defense that's now garnering national awards, and Stamps is looking elsewhere. And I think Ashton Stamps is an SEC-level football player. I do. I don't think he's a Thorpe Award winner. I don't think he's the best player in his class at the position like DJ Pickett. And then it was basically him and PJ Woodland, like mano a mano. Couple of guys, similar size, Stamps a little bit bigger. Good athletes, dynamic high school players. Who's going to win that one spot? And Woodland won it. Woodland took that job. And so Ashton Stamps will look elsewhere. He put Go Tigers at the end of his post today on social media. And he'll look elsewhere. But LSU is in good shape at corner. You bring Corey Raymond back. You bring PJ Woodland back. You bring DJ Pickett back. And I think next year, when we mentioned going to SEC football media days in July, I think when we go to media days in July and we get that ballot for the all-conference team, I think DJ Pickett will be first team. I think he will garner that kind of respect nationally and certainly regionally because of the star level he was as a recruit and what he put out there as a freshman. LSU's coverage grades this year were fantastic, and Pickett's got better week over week over week on Pro Football Focus. And so that's your baseline. You go get a really good player in this class already in Haven Finney. Maybe he can come in and help you a little bit. You've got Aiden Anding, who was the number one corner in the state of Louisiana last year, who didn't get a lot of time this year, but is on the roster. And Corey Raymond's just going to get those turnstiles going again. And as I mentioned, like that was always going to happen when he got this job. And you're going to see a lot of turnover on the roster. Some of it towards the professional level, but some of it moving on. But is like I mentioned at the very top of the show today, something I harped on. With Blake Baker now back, and the continuity that's going to come with him on that staff, you feel like LSU's in a really good position defensively to restock the shelves. You're going to have to do that annually, but you really got a chance to restock the shelves. Blake Baker talked this morning about Whit Weeks. He didn't say anything, but Jake said, Whit Weeks can come back, right? Blake Baker said, we know. Discussions are ongoing. And that's the kind of thing that if Blake Baker wasn't back, you feel like you probably don't get Whit Weeks. If Blake Baker's not back, maybe a defensive coordinator comes in and wants to put in his own secondary coach, and then you might lose some players. But the continuity that comes with sticking with your defensive coordinator is going to create some stability on the roster as well. And then some of the guys that depart are just guys that may not have gotten a lot of playing time. I think that's kind of where Ashton Stamps was in this decision. Like maybe not a lot of playing time at LSU moving forward, so might have to look elsewhere. That's what Stamps will do. But DJ Pickett, National Freshman of the Year for On3 Sports. Hey, thanks for watching Hunt on LSU. Before you get out of here, do us a couple of favors. Hit that like button, leave your comments below, and subscribe to the channel for all your Fighting Tiger football talk. See you next time.